In search of another good boot. Well, through my journey of being an arborist, a production climber, I have gone through many, many boots. Talk about boots all day long. It's a good subject, but it gets old. Um, this is another video to the arbpro Evo 2 boots. Seconding it, not comparing it. But I'm looking for another boot. I don't know if anybody's had any experience with the old Evos when they had the Italian lining in here. That leather lining. That was awesome. I don't remember having that kind of fatigue with my feet when they had that Italian leather lining. Now I can't remember how far that went in. So could that have issue still been present? Maybe. I did take those boots, like I said, to a cobbler, and I didn't have that issue again. Shouldn't have to do that though. Boots, who knows? Maybe it's a thing. Let your boots break in, take them to a cobbler after they're good and broken. Stitching could be restitched at another spot. What boots that I had, Fanner Zermats. I remember those were like, I felt like I was wearing Mickey Mouse boots, but they were tough as nails. I took them to my cobbler after I wore the soles out. I had him re-sole them. These aren't those boots. But the Fanner Zermats did not have two pieces of leather here where this blew out, allowing that plastic membrane, that support that mountaineering boots have, tree climbing boots have, to give them their resistance, rigidity. The Zermatt didn't have two pieces here. It was one piece of leather that went and then curled up. And then the breaking part was hard because you had to get that to fold there and you had to keep that leather moistened. But after the breaking, it was amazing. That would be a good redesign. And I think it would help to eliminate getting dirt underneath that design in here. Like I said, I got these boots mid-June of 2023. It is the beginning of March of 2024. I stopped wearing these arbpro Evo 2s when I got myself another pair. Cyber Monday of 2023. This boot featured here. Not that wore out. But I'm having that issue with the stitching coming loose. And here and right here is probably where your toe flexes the most, is where that I noticed the stitching coming. And now underneath that gray lining in here, you get lumps. Like I had this older pair, not old, the pair that I had got in June. Well, the one I just got on Cyber Monday was irritating my foot. I needed another boot for yesterday to finish that job. This boot caused me a little bit of pain. There was buildup in there, but I put a smaller insole in from my Hey Dudes, that really thin cork one. It's not even a real cork one. That stuff wore out so quick in a work boot. But the pain was still consistent. That night, I went in where there was that hole there. Put my hand in there. The whole stitching blew out to access that, and I'm like, you know what? I grabbed that lining out of that boot. There it is. That's that gray lining. And I stuck my freaking vacuum in there. I vacuumed all that crap out. It must have been a pound of dirt. Maybe not quite a pound. I mean, it was decent. And then I still couldn't get it all. It was like, I thought it was worn out boot material. kind of bunched up. It wasn't the case. Had to get a knife. I cut here so I can get my hand down in there still. Dug all that dirt. After I dug everything out, reset that lining in there, put my foot in there to make it good. I was like, wow, man, that is awesome. But you shouldn't have to do that with almost $400 boots, $359.99. I didn't have them problems with the Zermats. I didn't have them problems with other boots. So a question I'm going to ask you guys, if anybody does get back to me on this video, anybody have any climbing boots that has a non-chainsaw boot that is built in a design that is one piece of leather up to here with this piece of leather stitched on with the eyelets going through? I know your logger style boots are designed that way. Maybe some cobbler will work with me and do a boot design. I've been wearing climbing boots for a long time, and I got some ideas in my mind designed from mountaineering boots, incorporating a design of a traditional logging boot. The waterproofing would come with the conditioning and the upkeep of your boots. I don't see that too often. I used to love to take care of my leather boots, warm them up, warm the oven up, put them in. After you do that, you pull them out of the oven, you take your snow seal, and you let it melt into the leather. My father taught me this, God rest his soul. And you'd let that soak in, you put them in the oven again, you put another coating on it. Then you take a rag and you wipe all that off. The stuff that doesn't soak into the leather, when the leather is permeated with the snow seal, that provides your waterproofing. You do that really good over your seals. After the boot is done, then you buff that up with the dry rag, make them boots shine. That would be a cool design to do with maybe, I don't know. There's another video. Question again, if you guys forgot, because I can ramble sometimes. Anybody have a boot out there? One piece of leather, non-chainsaw, with it's a mountaineering boot. I don't need the clip and step if it's going to cause that issue. That's a bright light. This video is done. Thank you for all who paying any attention to this, giving any interest, having any issues like I am having. Maybe we can work together, because arbpro is an excellent boot, but this is poor craftsmanship in my opinion. Thank you.